Right, welcome back, listeners, for another edition of Heads Up. And last week we had some really good racing and a couple of tough performances, weren't they, Money Shot, from Wise Men Say and Des. Wise Men Say up on their pace for a change and come to the turn there. Did you think he'd win?
You always knew it'd be hard to get past, given that he's excelled over the extreme distance. And so I thought Chocolate Fish coming to that last year was making ground, but the last 150 Wise Men Say was holding. And interesting to hear they're not going to go to the Great Northern at Te Rapa this year. They're aiming at the Grand National at Riccarton. So that'll be his next assignment down there for Wise Men Say. But you got to tip your hat to the Isaac Lupton, Raymond Connors combination. They certainly have, year in, year out, always produced in these big races. Of course, the Deeds of Hypnotise and
amazing.
Max earlier in the year, and now Wise Men Say again, repeating his Great Northern win of last year, and just it's like a factory. Connors jumping factory. Buy a cheap South Island bred horse and turn it into a jumper.
Yep, that's the way to do it. A lot of guys do it and do it really well. And Des was another tough performance. I thought he's just got that X factor, and I thought, well, if a horse is going to beat a horse like Rosewood, Des has got that X factor down on the weights. And once he hit that inside rail, man, he just dug deep, didn't he? And pulled out the extra. Was punted in heavily, quite late too, from $6 into $4.20, I think it was. And the unfortunate thing was I didn't emphasise enough to take him in the Winter Cup. So I went through those noms and I thought, crikey, even if he wins, he may not get enough rating points to even make the field. But I see he got 10 points and he's into 83 points from memory, about 19th in order. So he should make the field with an 18-horse field. And be hard to beat there. 21's into
$7 currently.
Yeah, no, he's got to be tough, but he's got to make that field still, and it was a tough race to win, so he'd probably pay at least that on the day, I suppose. But,
good to see, I guess it's fair to say, a no-name trainer, Simon Wilson from Waipukurau. Good to see him get the chocolates there at Trentham too. So it was a good old day. Ruakaka, the locals didn't have as good a day as they normally do, but Jake DeMuss beat home Icy Red. Yeah, and what does that mean?
There goes your diet for another week. Chocolate fish, another chocolate fish. Made your time,
good to get one back, and good to get one back. And we won't talk about the Hurricanes. They didn't show up in that first half, and it was effectively game over, but that was not the best way to spend a Friday night, I'll give you the tip.
No, there's always... is it tomorrow night, the revenge match? Or Saturday night? Tomorrow night?
Yep, Friday night. We're doing this on Thursday, listeners. And we got a touch on them. You'd given up on them. You'd jumped off the bandwagon. But I bet you're back on again. The Warriors. What a win.
Amazing, wasn't it? Good to see, too. And we've spoken about this before, about teams coming back from a terrible performance the previous week. They just seem to switch their psyche over and their attitude over. So, that was a good win. They're back on the road again, so they're still within a hunt. Whereabouts they placed on the table? I haven't even had a look. These
I think they're fifth or sixth.
Oh, that's right.
Fifth or sixth on the table. Big game against the Storm this week. Bit of a litmus test to see whether they've learned from their 50-point hammering on Anzac Day night back in April. So the Warriors are seventh on the table, but effectively fourth equal, just points differential not being in their favour. But looking pretty good to make the 8, you'd have to say.
Yeah.
So, it's a roller coaster season for you Warriors supporters, that's for sure.
Yep, it sure is. Nothing's changed. Rightio, back with part 2 in a sec with a preview of a really good race at Anaki.
Premier racing at New Plymouth on Saturday, Neil. Feature race, the Powerworks Opanaki Cup 1400, and it's basically a rematch. You've got the top 4 from the Tauranga Classic going around. New York Minute deals in Heels, Tomalila, Art Deco. So it's a rematch there, but you've got some other more seasoned, gnarly campaigners like Nashville, Taurus, Ringo, and the up-and-comer William Wallace to throw in the mix. So it's a pretty good addition this year's Opunake Cup, wouldn't you say?
It sure is. I'm really looking forward to this race, and I'll tell you now, I'm convinced New York Minute's going to win this race. And I'll tell you why. Tauranga last start, if you watch carefully at the start, she seems to jump in the air, gets out and sort of jumps in the air, loses half a length, but then scoots up, gets behind Rich Billy Marsh, has to track the whole field up to Rich Billy, leads before the turn. They all had their chance inside and out to run her down. And you've mentioned those big nostrils of hers before too, and she just sucked in that air and just dug deep, and they just couldn't run her down. And I can see her leading this race, or sitting second outer, not a lot of tempo, and I just can't see her beaten. Do you agree?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Last time we were in opposing camps, I was in New York Minute, you're on Under the Moonlight.
That's right.
You've jumped into New York Minute and I've jumped off. I'm jumping onto Deals and Heels on the proviso that there is sufficient rain, just enough rain to loosen the track before the race. I think a looser track to Tauranga, which was quite holding, is all the difference Deals and Heels needs, with that 2 kilo weight swing as well. And I'll predict the stablemate to upset New York Minute. The 650 I'm happy to take. Deals and Heels, she's pretty classy mare, won on the first 2 days of the Spring Carnival at Hawke's Bay in some good fields, and I just think she might just get over the top of New York Minute, but it's a bit like the Warriors. 1 minute we're on the bandwagon, 1 minute we're off, and we've all swapped camps and the like. So it'll be a good race for sure, but hard to see. I think the winner will come out of New York Minute, Deals and Heels and Art Deco. I can't really see anything else winning.
You could you, at handicap conditions, and your Sleeping Beauty up in class, Temple Tiger may lead or be on the pace with New York Minute, and Shelley's Ace may be scratched, probably will be. But
probably run in the following race, you think?
You think so, just too tough, that race. But, no, I just thought New York Minute, and she just looked so strong at Tauranga. Gee, she looked terrific and almost jumped ship. But she is right at the peak of her form. Lisa Allpress knows that track really well. And if it leads, they won't take it on. I just can't see them taking it on. So
here's a bit of trivia for you, Neil. You'll remember 2 years ago we made the trek down to New Plymouth.
That's right.
And both New York Minute and Art Deco won races back to back. I think New York Minute won the 75 1400 and Art Deco won a maiden 1400 from memory. Might have been it was the 3-year-old 1400. And both of them won by about 10 or 12 lengths.
Yes, the Cameron
on the stage 2 years ago.
The Cameron was redundant that day, wasn't it? For most races, actually. A big
it was.
Yeah. I too remember that. The forecast is for late rain, the odd shower Friday, so and a heavy tenor. On the website, subscribers will see I've done quite an analysis of the previous meetings there. Last year, the first 4 winners came from the rail, and even the last horse, Landlord, in the last race, I think it was.
Yeah, Landlord hugged the rail.
The rail and what? So that's 5 horses that won near the rail. So if your horse is going to be in the rail, you think it's a good chance. It's not going to be at any disadvantage anyway. But I got a subscriber walking the track on Friday morning, so I'll post his opinion on Friday, about lunchtime on Friday, so people can see what's going on there. No, excellent race there, and I thought, I thought 340 was great money.
I'll take you on for a chocolate fish.
I tell you what, I reckon there's more chance of you winning on Deals and Heels and weighing in light than Deals and Heels of beating New York Minute head to head. That's how strong I feel. I'll go 2 chocolate fish even.
Well, no, I don't want to take 2 off you. I'll just settle for 1.
Just okay then. Rightio. Right, we won't preview any other races because the preview will be up on the website by this time. Anyway, tomorrow. There's a couple of good horses racing in Australia from what's his name? Peter Locke stable. I'll have a comment about those. Dougie, yep.
Is Dougie in?
I'm not sure. I'll have a look afterwards, but
Hold on, I'll tell you.
He's going over.
Dougie's in race 4 at Randwick.
Good. He's going over the peak.
Prices are already up.
Good.
$14.
$14. Drawn 4, Andrew Atkins, 55.5 kgs. I'll have to look through the field. It's not a bad field actually, but what I like, he's going over 4th up, right at the peak of his form, drawn well. So, gee. And he's a good
What did you think of High Flyer last week? Fair?
Oh, fair. I think with the interruptions to his preparation and everything. Give him that one run, because often a horse goes okay first time up, don't they, in Australia, then bang second time. So just got to pick the right race for him and maybe throw an apprentice on him. I like Sam Weatherly, you know.
He's going well over there.
He sure is, yeah. No, he's rides really well. Nice and low. Good rider. Okay, we'll be back with part 3. I know you've got a special for us tomorrow, so listeners, look out. Okay, Money Shot. Now the Hurricanes let us down last week, so I know you would have been searching and doing all your homework to find us a really good bet for the weekend. What have you got sorted out for us?
Okay, Saturday night, 7:30,
Good.
League. West Tigers against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs are on a 9-game winning streak.
Gee.
But I've seen a few signs of a few cracks. Went too dominant last week. And here's some stats for you, Neil.
Yep.
The Tigers have covered 14 times out of 18 goes when they've been getting a start of 6.5 points or more. So they've got a start on Saturday of plus 8.5.
It's a big stat.
So they're pretty good when they're getting a nice buffer, and especially when they're home underdogs that are getting 8.5 point start and are coming off a win for the previous week.
Yep.
Have a record of 22-7 against the line.
Gee.
Going back to 2008. So there's delving right into the archives, and the stats suggest the Tigers will cover the 8.5 point start against the Rabbits. So that's option 2560. Selection 3, West Tigers plus 8.5, which means as long as they don't lose by 9 points or more, any other result, you're a winner on that bet. So Tigers plus 8.5, $1.87. That's the bet of the weekend.
No, I like your logic there, and the stats back it up. So always like a home team getting a point start, and when those stats back it up, you've got to be on, don't you?
Yeah, the Tigers are going pretty well. They've sort of got their old flames back, shall we say, Robbie Farah and Benji, and they seem to be on a roll. The Rabbits are going well, but they're due a loss. That's very hard to keep winning in the NRL. It's a tough competition.
That's right. Yeah, and away too. Yeah. Okay.
The Warriors and the Storm, are you going to dare tip one in that?
Well, I'd have to go for the Storm. The Storm just dealt with the Warriors last time they bet by about 50 points, wasn't it? About 6-7 weeks ago. So I think they'll do the same again. I think they're just a really classy team. Don't make silly mistakes, and know the Warriors' weak points. And I think they'll exploit those again out wide, and be too good. Depends on the weather though. The forecast the other day was looking a bit crappy on Sunday for all around the country, I think.
Okay.
So be interesting. Yeah.
Not venturing up there?
No, I'll be heading the other way later this week.
Fair enough.
Right, yeah, okay, we'll be back into part 4 in a sec.
Part 4 now, listeners, where we'll give away a couple of prizes this week due to an administrative error. We've got a brickbat from Neil, and he's going to talk us through his pick 6 strategy over the next little while, Neil, and we'll start with that. The Syndicate, there's been a few close but no cigar results, but I've got that feeling that you're about to strike. So you're looking at having a decent crack this weekend, is that correct?
Definitely, yeah. No, they had it under a tight hold the last 2 weeks. I could have won the lot last week, but I thought, no, just didn't have the right feeling for having a go, and just as well we would have only got 10 grand back. We would have struck it, but no, this weekend looks like it's could be struck by a 10% ticket or even 5 legs, so we'll definitely be going all on. So watch out, subscribers and people who are in that syndicate. I'm doing my homework thoroughly on that, so watch out for that. And I think it's second to last terminating pick 6. Last week it didn't reach $100,000, and I could see why, because they chose legs that were
small fields.
Like Des and Rosewood. It was going to be a 2 or 3 horse race. Other legs were pretty small, so that's why people didn't have a go, because they thought, it's not going to be struck by one ticket. But the previous week, 150 grand, so because it was harder. So if they could choose the legs, bigger fields, to make it. Yes, this will go to a 10% ticket. People might have more of a go. What do you think?
Is it? Well,
it's the right balance,
I did ask the question, I have to say. I guess it's my job to do the order of races at Tauranga for their meetings, and so I do look at what other clubs do in terms of their order of races. And
all right, yeah.
You've got a. I don't understand. I'll say it. I don't understand why you'd put the Opunake Cup at race 5, and then which is going to, let's be honest, probably going to be a 10-horse field, and then race 6 is going to be a 10-horse field, and it's a 75 1400. I would have thought you would have swapped those two around. You want your feature race later in the day, surely.
Oh, exactly.
The best race on the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got a special conditions maiden, it's a 14-horse field, but then you've got a rating 65, that's the full field at race 2. Now, the other consideration is the movement of the barriers on winter tracks, and so you can see there's 3 1400 metre races in succession, which saves the barriers being moved too often, so that is part of it. But when you're aware there's a terminating pick 6 for the good of the industry, I would have thought that I would have changed a few of those races around if it was my choice, but that's just my opinion. But it is obviously the bigger fields, definitely it's a proven fact pretty much. Bigger fields or better class of horses will generate more interest, and when that pick 6 didn't get to 100 grand last week, you'd want to be making sure it did this week. But just my thought. I know Kerry won't listen to this, so I won't get in too much trouble from Mr. Hobbs.
You never know. Right. Last week, for the competition question, I stuffed it up. So we're going to do a fresh draw for the July 7th question and also the July 14th question. Now, the July 7th answer was what was Jonathan Riddell's last Group 1 winner, was that correct?
Correct, and you told us last week, and I was quite chuffed when you said only 2 people got it right, because I figured that was a tough question. But now, a few extra correct answers were tucked away on your phone and whatnot, and there were 9 people that got it right. 9,
so I thought I better not do that and exclude people who got it right. So give me a number between 1 and 9. 3, Maury. Good old
Maury.
So Maury gets 2 free shares in the pick 6. So because that's closed, he'll have 2 of mine. So
that's very generous of you, Neil.
Oh, look, no. Hopefully we strike it. I don't mind.
Good luck to Maury. And then we've got to give away. So our question from last week was that versatile, that hardy winter galloper who won on all 3 occasions at Wellington back in the mid-80s, and a few people got this right. 8 people got it right. The answer being Gatcombe's Pride.
Okay, it's right, Gatcombe's Pride. A good tough horse, wasn't he? Big fella. Black horse, wasn't he? Big black horse.
He won those. I think they were races in his career 3, 4 and 5. I think he won 7 of his first 8, which is pretty unusual for a winter galloper.
Sure is, yeah.
He went through the grades like there was no tomorrow. Gatcombe's Pride. So how many 8 people got that right?
Yep.
I'm going to go number 8.
8, Brett.
Brett.
He's a regular subscriber. So Brett, you get a 1 month free sub added to your sub. So I'll add that on by Saturday morning. No trouble to you.
Very good.
And
we better do it. Have you got enough prizes in the prize vault to give away another prize this week?
Another month's free sub to Form Row.
Gee, you're feeling very generous, Neil.
Why not? Okay, question is,
big race, the Opunake Cup.
Yeah.
There was a horse in the early 2000s that won 3 successive Opunake Cups. You want to know the name of that horse? It's a very good winter galloper, as you could imagine. Do we need a clue?
Were the colours blue and yellow?
No, not blue and yellow. They were green and yellow, green and yellow, I would say.
That's what I said.
Green.
Green and yellow.
No, you said blue and yellow.
Did I? Oh, close.
You meant blue.
Yeah,
you meant green and yellow.
When I say raw, I mean green.
Trained at a centre that doesn't have a lot of horses trained at it. That's probably, there you go, there's a clue for you.
Yeah, and a big tough horse, wasn't he? I remember that last one of his. Didn't he pay quite
He was
well?
carrying 60 kgs that day, something like that.
Amazing race, yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully that's all the clues you're getting, and we can't be making it too easy for everyone.
No.
So if you know that horse that won 3 successive Opunake Cups, get your email or text through to Neil by Monday, 9 o'clock, and you'll be in the draw for that prize, which you might have to do. If we're not doing a heads up next week, Neil, you might have to get your wife to
yes, I will.
Draw one out of a hat.
Yep.
Get that old hat out again that you used to
dust it off.
dust off the hat.
Yeah. Okay, 027 352 6402 or formpro@formpro.co.nz. Yeah, by 9 p.m. Monday night, and we're going for the draw for the 1 month's free sub. And with all the trials and everything at Te Rapa, I want to go through those next week and just analyse those and post a review of those as well. So, good racing.
I can get the feeling, Neil, I can sense it, that you can feel spring not too far away, and you're gearing up to really do some serious damage in the spring and get us some good winners, some good info, and I've got that. I can sense it in your voice. You're barring up, aren't you?
I am.
Can't wait for those good top horses to be back trialling in early August and racing later in the month.
Yeah, I've been doing long work in the last couple of months and starting to get into the shorter sprints to get peaked for Hawke's Bay and their first meeting. Or actually Te Rapa, the Foxbridge Plate.
Foxbridge.
Which is, 2 or 3 weeks away, mid-August, isn't it? Late August?
18th of August, I think. 17th or 18th, can't remember. First, second, third, must be the 18th. 18th of August.
I'll be getting there for that race, so I'm looking forward to seeing those good horses ring a Perry again. And a really good day of racing. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Nothing else you want to mention before we sign off?
No, a short, sharp version today, and good luck to all the punters for over the weekend, and go Deals and Heels.
Yeah, no chance. Rightio, catch you next week.